Hi YouTube. Welcome back. As you know, in the prior post, I really wanted to focus on kind of talking a little bit more about my views and opinions on movies. If you know me, you know that I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan. I live for it. Also, love the comic book genre. I grew up, maybe got into Saturday cartoons around 5 or 6 years old, and was hooked to Spider-Man, X-Men, DC worlds, all of that good stuff. I didn't get into Wonder Woman until maybe 2009, or a little bit before that. I was taking a psychology class, and William Morrison came up as the inventor of the lie detector test and also the inventor of Wonder Woman. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Yeah, let me revisit comics and comic books and things like that. I mean, I've always stood in love with it, but not as much as I am into it today. So I became a Wonder Woman fan because I didn't really have a favorite character. And then I just really wasn't free between 2011 and 2000, like maybe toward mid 2018, to see a lot of the Marvel franchise movies. So as soon as I, became free mid 2018, if you know me, you know why. Then I started playing catch up. So first movie I was able to go see, I think was it Ant-Man and the Wasp? I think. If it wasn't Infinity War, it was that one. Let me see. Hold on. I have it marked down here. Yeah, April 27th. So I definitely saw Infinity War in the movies. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp came out July 6th. So I was able to see that. And I was like, oh, this is great. And then this year, I saw Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, and just saw Spider-Man Far From Home in the theaters, which is one thing I want to say is that I think Tom Holland stole Tobey Maguire's crown of Spider-Man, and that is a huge thing for me, because the first Spider-Man film, live action film, came out when I was a senior in high school, and we were going through, we had just started the academic year with the weight of September 11th. And that weight still lingers to today. But I think a lot of us forget about the unity that came from having hope in a character who says, in New York, when you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. And I think it's gotten back to the point before we had that kind of New Yorker togetherness mentality. So Tom Holland stole the crown, right? Not stole the crown, he earned it. He's reigning as Spider-Man right now, and I think I see it going. Also, love Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. That's incredible. My best friend says that I remind her of Marissa Tomei, so I have that much more fondness for her. Mwah, love you, bestie. And so yeah, okay, so I was able to see that, and I was like, you know what? Let me revisit, out of the 23 films that came out. Let me revisit some that I haven't seen. As of that point, there are still 4 that I have not viewed, and 4 that I'm not sure if I viewed. I can definitely tell you, hands down, I haven't seen any of the Thor films. And then there's some that I'm like, did I see that? So with that being said, I was like, all right, let me revisit, since I just saw Spider-Man Far From Home, let me see Spider-Man Homecoming. So I saw that. There was the theme of the invisible plane. Let's mark that because I want to bring that up later. And then what else came up? Oh, so then I saw the first Ant-Man, which explained a lot, especially Ant-Man 2. And then I saw, again, Captain America Civil War, because I saw that they were, Spider-Man and Ant-Man were both leading up to that Captain America edition. So I was like, oh, that all makes sense. Of course, I saw it all out of order. That's just how I roll. Because, like, when Twilight came out, I think I saw the first movie, but then read the last book first before reading all the series, before all the other rest of the movies came out. So, here is how that will tie into my theory of Wonder Woman 1984. There's a lot of speculation that she's going to have an invisible jet and that her armor is meant to protect herself from the cheetah's attacks. I definitely feel like invisible jet is completely possible. There's potential for it, just because in Spider-Man Homecoming they did manage to have an invisible jet that camouflaged with the clouds. So one, totally possible. So it's not in that kind of like silly way like, oh, there's an invisible jet, you only see Wonder Woman. No, there's the invisible jet that's capable to camouflage in the stratosphere, the atmosphere. So the invisible jet can camouflage above, right? And maybe it has the potential. I don't know if they would make an invisible car, but we do see her kind of like zooming in through the streets and the footage. And so people were like, oh, is she driving an invisible jet? But I think if she were, piloting, or the pilot of an invisible jet, it wouldn't be in the mid-street. I think that they would film that in front of a green screen. So I think there's still hope for that. Even though like driving a jet in the middle of the street does not make sense. But hey, like, their imagination is far beyond, and with a team of 100, so who's to say? Second thing I want to say is that I saw Black Panther. That was like one of the movies I saw when it came out, and that was February 16th, 2018. So I definitely made sure to see Black Panther, and my favorite part is that Black Panther and Wonder Woman share the kind of like cross arms, so I love that, and Wakanda Forever. So Black Panther has, like, he reminded, like, his fighting technique and the way that he defended himself kind of reminds me of, like, or it kind of allows me to envision what the cheetah will look like. So the cheetah is Wonder Woman's antagonist. Started out like emulating her and then becoming the ultimate villain. And of course Wonder Woman Justice, cheater, I don't know. That's just me digressing. So for me personally, there are a lot of things to look forward to in Wonder Woman 1984. I'm giving away my age essentially, but I'm a 1984 baby, so I'm just like really excited to see what it looked like when I was born. I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, kind of that. 2, Wonder Woman sequel. Hello, like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm excited about that. 3, possibility of an invisible jet, because we already have something like that in the Marvel universe. And 4, the fighting style of Cheetah, as we see in the Black Panther, in Captain America Civil War, and also the rest of the Black Panther main title film, and also the subsequent ones that are released. So I just realized I was recording with my headphones in, and I was listening to music before that. But yeah, I'm just super excited. This was just meant to be like a quick maybe some like catch up, and this, I'm like all over the place, but I just kind of wanted to get my ideas out there and share them with you immediately. I will hope to make like a more formal video where, I don't know, like I put pictures and whatever, I don't know. But I'm still kind of like wanting to develop my thoughts and theories, especially about, film, literature, and all these things. If you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to put the comments below, and please subscribe or like. for more videos like this. I would be happy to make them, and see you soon. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.